Can I have a tissue? Clean one, preferably. I was okay.
All right, folks, we're the Ridge Runners, and we're back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running from Southeast Ohio and all the running news from the East Coast. I'm your host, the faster host, and this week the host with the cold. Better watch out, Michael Owen.
Yikes. And I'm the better host, Wesley Harton. This week we're coming to you from the OVRC studio. This week we will cover results from Ancient Oaks 100 miler, Lookout Mountain 50 miler, Seashore Nature Trail 50K, and more. We'll also highlight all the running news from the East Coast in the world of Strava. But first, a look at the Barte Streak.
Thanks, Wes. Paul Barte extended his weekly half marathon distance streak to 418 weeks with this Monday run of 13.34 miles. We want to congratulate Barte as this week signified 8 years of running at least one half marathon distance per week. In the same time period, Barte's also run every Monday through Saturday, only taking Sundays off. Of course, Barte knows precisely that this is 2,505 days. Wow, 8 years, that's simply incredible. Anything to say about that, Wes?
That's just unbelievable. Have I even been alive for 8 years? And maybe double that if I'm lucky, but.
Yeah, you're pretty young. All right, well anyway, follow along with us next week and each week for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years, I don't know, to see if Barte can continue his weekly half marathon distance streak. Actually, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do it anymore. I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
I don't know, see it.
Alrighty, okay, on to race results. The Lookout Mountain 50 miler took place this weekend in Georgia. This course has everything a runner would like, from challenging climbs to flat runnable sections. This week, Luke Bolschweiler took the top spot, finishing in 8 hours and 25 minutes. Not too far back was Matthew Bishop in 8 hours and 51 minutes. Rounding out the top three was Frank Matthews in 8 hours and 59 minutes. On the women's side, it was Liz Canty who blew away the rest of the field by 80 minutes. She finished in 9 hours and 23 minutes. However, it was a battle for second and third place.
Where are we at?
Oh, it's right there. Can't you see it?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a battle for second and third places as only 54 seconds separated the two spots. Ashley Arnold finished in 10 hours, 40 minutes and 36 seconds, and Mika Aguilar finished just behind her in 10 hours, 41 minutes and 30 seconds. Well done, everyone.
Cool, sorry, I just had to take a break. The Ancient Oaks 100 miler is indeed ancient, as this Florida race celebrated 20 years.
Wow.
Cool. Ronnie Hines was the overall winner by almost 1.5 hours, with this time of 22 hours, 18 minutes.
Ooh.
Ed Eddinghausen, otherwise known as the Jester, famous character in the sport, was second overall in 23 hours, 41 minutes.
Awesome.
Brad Compton, at 64 years old, no less, came in as third male in 27 hours and 22 minutes. Wow, these ages. On the ladies' side, it was Joan Bauman coming in first place and third overall with a time of 25 hours, 22 minutes. Letha Cuthards, who was 65 years old, came in second female in 28 hours and 12 minutes. Now that's impressive, 65 years old.
That's crazy.
Taking second female. Rounding out the top three was Kelly Janes, 28 hours and 28 minutes. What was most impressive about the top three men's and women's field was that all 6 runners were 41 years or older and 2 64 years or older, making everything about this race, well, ancient.
The Seashore Nature Trail 50K took place this weekend in First Landing State Park in Virginia Beach. Now that looks like a great place to run a race.
How do you know?
It is absolutely beautiful there.
I've never been.
Oh, you gotta go. The course features a double loop with some flat and technical sections. This year, we saw James Hitch finish first in 3 hours, 48 minutes and 25 seconds.
Must be pretty flat at that time.
Second place was Michael Wolf in 3 hours, 59 minutes, and taking the final podium spot on the men's side was Steve Spears in 4 hours flat. Taking the top women's spot in second place overall was Gina Slavely in 3 hours, 58 minutes and 27 seconds. Second place was Amber Lewis in 4 hours, 45 minutes, and rounding out the top three was Samantha Bradley in 4 hours, 50 minutes. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, way to represent. Another news from the results world, a new world record for the marathon in the 70 through 75 age group was set. Gene Dykes from Pennsylvania, who's 70 years old, ran 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 23 seconds at the Jacksonville Marathon on December 15th to break the previous world record by 25 seconds held by the late and popular Ed Whitlock. Astoundingly, that's 6:39 pace per mile for the 70-year-old.
That's a mark I've never even come close to hitting yet.
Yeah, you might have to wait till you're 70. And yes, in case you are wondering, he has been drug tested at least twice. Well done. Okay, and due to popular request, we're gonna kick it out to Earl the Pearl, our trail correspondent, for an update.
Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. This is Earl the Pearl, your trail conditions correspondent, coming to you live from the beautiful Athens Trail. And specifically, coming to you live from this very cool bridge. You know, a little known fact that Earl the Pearl designed this bridge. Built it, I cut down some of these trees, hauled them over my shoulder, took them home, sanded them, planed them, brought them back up here and built it and designed it. My bridge. Just kidding, I didn't do any of that. But I'll tell you what I did do. I came to you today again to give you another trail conditions report. And I apologize, I know it's been a few weeks since we've talked, and keep in mind, Earl the Pearl is a busy guy. Not to mention, Earl the Pearl is a very important guy. But there's been overwhelming response and request for more trail conditions report. Hey, by the way, JB, can you do this with your crutches? Barte, with your 78th birthday coming up in a couple of days, can you do this? Don't think so. Anyway, so Ridge Runner Nation's kind of been struggling without Earl the Pearl, and they reached out to my agent, asked if I could do another trail conditions report. I said, sure, let's do it. So anyway, trail conditions are wonderful, they're beautiful. Tell you what, Ridge Runner Nation, put down that wrapping paper, stop it with the Christmas stuff. Get out here, get on the trails. It's a great time to be on the trails. Till next time, Earl the Pearl signing off.
All right, thanks, Earl. That was a great update.
Yeah, thanks for that, Earl. All right, now for our Strava Rundown, where each week we highlight all the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast. If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runners Club on Strava by visiting, what's this one?
This is Santa riding the sleigh, tossing the gifts out, and then catching them from the sky.
All right, well, anyway, tag that link below. And we'll start off with a story we missed from 2 weeks ago, and it just so happens to be one of our favorites of the year, in my opinion. James Fox was running in Athens and said, while rounding the corner of East Union and Stewart, a jerk went speeding by in his car and squirted ketchup all over him, without a single word. We have yet to track down the perpetrator, but we sure do appreciate James for taking one for the team and posting about the ketchup incident. We just wish we were there to see it and take some photos.
Now, personally, ketchup's awesome, and I really like ketchup. If you're out there and you don't like ketchup and you think this is another reason to not like ketchup, don't do it. Don't hop on the train.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a runner and you have some fries and somebody squirts you with ketchup,
your money.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the best case scenario.
So we gotta thank this guy.
Yeah, for sure. James, you should be grateful.
And if you were the one that squirted, please give us a shout out.
Yeah. Shane Early was out exploring the back roads of Zaleski State Forest this past weekend and posted that it was a Snot Dragon Express.
Yeah, definitely.
Feeling you there. He posted some beautiful pictures of the gravel roads, and I know how nice those runs are. Great run, Shane.
Yeah, thanks for the post. Rachel Robinson posted this run earlier in the week and said, quotes, life has its way of keeping you humble, end quotes, because she puked up her quinoa and broccoli.
Yikes.
On her last trail run in Athens. Ugh. Rachel just finished PT classes, and her and her husband Mike have left Athens to head to Oregon for clinicals. We'll miss the Robinsons here in Athens, but good luck for your journey.
Best of luck. Sean Roberts ran the Monadnock 50K and finished 9th place. He finished just over 6 hours for the impressive finish. Way to close out the year on an awesome note.
Job, Sean. Keith Rabbit Earth Leaf Connolly, great emoji there in your name, ran 17.9 miles near Mount Mitchell this week. He gained almost 2,500 feet of vert in just 9 miles on the way up. Awesome run, Keith, and we are only 10 weeks out from the infamous Mount Mitchell Challenge that Wesley and I will take part in.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, looks like the boys are back in town. Alec Drabish and Alex Jackson decided to go for a 5-mile run. Yikes, this happened to be dangerous as it turned into a marathon distance run.
Who does that?
I have no idea, they just kept running as the stubbornness got the best of them, it looks like.
That's crazy.
Just 5 miles turned into 26.2. Awesome job to both of them, and especially for Alec for completing his 3rd marathon distance.
Good job, wow, that's incredible.
And with that, this is this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back in 2 weeks. We'll deliver news on Christmas happenings, the Charleston 100 miler, the Huff 50K, Boyer's Furnace 40 miler, and more. In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell below, and you'll be notified every single time we release a new video. You can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm your host, the better host, the healthier host, Wesley Harton.
And I'm your faster host and sicker host.
We'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown.